what if we do this video and then we never release it for tax purposes?
Yes.
We shall.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It seems to work for everyone now.
And then someone finds the unedited version.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Zach.
Bye, everyone.
We're back. This is our sixth
It smells weird.
Sixth or fifth? Our fifth. It's our fifth. This is our fifth time predicting the Oscars.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Do you have the updated numbers?
I didn't have, not total,
Okay.
but I know Zach's in the lead. Zach's winning.
But just barely, I think.
He has
Really?
you by like 2,
I think he's
Ah,
got
okay.
But last year Zach was 5 out of 6, and then me and JD were 2 out of 6.
What
We
was
were
it?
dreamers.
Was the one I missed Jamie Lee Curtis? I think it was.
Yes,
Yeah, no one
we
saw
all
that
missed that.
coming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the Oscars sometimes does that.
They do.
So
that.
we're not going to do everyone because we don't have time for that, and I don't want an hour-long video to edit.
Mhm.
But do we think adapted screenplay is going to Barbie, or is it going to Oppenheimer?
Watch it go to American Fiction or something
It
else.
could.
I think it'll go to Barbie.
Yeah.
Because I think Oppenheimer has everything so locked up. Because, normally everyone waits for that one, that screenplay,
Yeah.
and then that's where things start to fall into place. They're like, okay, they're going to win director, they're going to win best picture. But I think there's, because Barbie is not in best director, also, I mean, it's an Oppenheimer train. We're on the Oppenheimer train. I think if they're going to give it to, and they're not giving it to Ryan Gosling as much as they.
They're not. No, he's not
No.
getting it.
No, absolutely.
And
not.
he's not gonna get the song. So I just
No.
think that like you're gonna walk away with it being like adapted, and then probably a ton of like
Costume design.
below the line
production.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to win screenplay though. I think it might go to Oppenheimer.
I do. It is hard because I think you're right. Oppenheimer is written like a crazy person wrote it.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And original screenplay is probably going to Anatomy of a Fall,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's locked.
And then score, perhaps the biggest snub, Spider-Verse did not get on there.
That is surprising.
We're not talking about that snub enough because it is wild. Like again, is John Williams' score for Indiana Jones the best part of the movie? 100%.
But it's kind of phoned in.
But if they give that man, I hope they don't, because I think it will go to
They're not.
Oppenheimer.
They're not.
But if they give that man an award, because they're like, sorry, we should have given the other Indiana Jones scores awards,
Yeah.
I'm going to be upset, especially knowing that like Daniel Pemberton just did not get it, because that soundtrack for Spider-Verse goes so hard.
It rules.
Sometimes too hard. And you're just like, what? Oh, like nightmare inducing. It would be cool to give it to Robbie Robertson. He passed this last year, and he does have indigenous ties, so that would be a neat one. But I think that's it.
The Killer
Ludwig's gonna get
this
it, but
Killer score is great.
It's great.
So,
It's killer. you would
it'll
say.
be a tough one.
Yeah.
All right. With that said, let's get on to the picks. And I think we always start with supporting.
we all start with supporting,
Actor and actress, same time, right?
much
Yeah.
like the Oscars. Yeah.
All right. So Michael, cut to the graphic.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Michael, cut to the graphic. For best supporting actor. Oh yeah, there's music too, isn't there?
Yep.
Cut to the graphic. Best supporting actor, we got Sterling K. Brown, Robert De Niro, Robert Downey Jr., Ryan Gosling, and Mark Ruffalo. For best supporting actress, we have Emily Blunt, Danielle Brooks, America Ferrera, Jodie Foster, and Divine Joy Randolph. Usually I pitch to someone else, but I'm going to start this time.
Okay.
Do it.
I'm doing Robert Downey Jr. and Divine Joy Randolph.
Well, I think we could probably just all turn it around then, because I think most of us.
Yeah, I think
it's
we.
we all did it.
Yeah.
Well,
I should
you
actually
put
clear-
Robert.
Oh, I did first names, but I realized there's two Roberts. Robert.
Well, one's Bobby.
Well, did you know
Yeah,
that
Junior.
Divine Joy Randolph, Robert Downey Jr.
Oh
my gosh.
God.
Wow.
Yeah.
When
My
you talk
aunt's
about
gonna flip
highbrow
mine.
comedy, you
That's
come to get it real.
I'm saying it's meant to be.
But yes, these are the locks, right?
Yeah.
There's absolutely, if anyone else wins, it's a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
it'll-
biggest complaint about this Oscars is that the Golden Globes are too normal now.
Yeah.
And so I feel like it's gonna be kind of boring, or we're gonna see it coming.
Divine, having grown up in New England, she very much reminds me of my aunts.
Yeah.
And then Robert Downey Jr. is like, he's just playing Iron Man, but if he was a villain.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he also was ridiculed for his successes.
I do
As if
think
he's not acting.
Well, it is really it's a really great performance. He has the makeup. I think that this will end up being kind of like, all right, RDJ, here you go. Here's your Oscar. Because did he win for Chaplin?
No.
Yeah,
He's never won.
I think this is his, like, here you go. You're probably never coming back here again.
Yeah.
You're lucky we don't count Doolittle against you. And but then Divine, yeah, she is so good. I think she is like the heart of that movie. Well, there's a ton of heart in it, a butt ton of heart, if you will. There is she kind of is that like emotional, glue that holds everything together. So
Here we go. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't get high off your own supply. All right. Best actor, we have Bradley Cooper, Coleman Domingo, Paul Giamatti, Cillian Murphy, and Jeffrey Wright. Oof. For Best Actress, we have Annette Bening, Lily Gladstone, Sandra Huller, Carey Mulligan, and Emma Stone.
They could really go.
I think I may be on the outskirts of this.
Well, I got Paul Giamatti and Lily Gladstone. This is.
I mean, those are the locks, right?
I think.
I love how you spelled Giamatti, though.
Is that how you spell it?
No, you mix the A.
Oh, I did.
It's okay. It's okay.
I don't spell. I think this is Paul's year. It's one of those. He's been acting forever, and he's amazing and incredible on the holdovers. He's funny. He's sad. He's everything. I would say he's the heart, but it's really Joy Randolph is the heart. But there's a lot of heart in the movie.
He's the anti-heart.
He eventually gets a heart at the end. And then, if you will. Yes, exactly. And Lily Gladstone is incredible.
All right. Well, I'm afraid that I don't know what Michael's got, but I'm going Murphy Gladstone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Murphy Brown, that is.
Oh, Murphy Brown.
Yeah, shocker.
Last second replacement for Cillian.
No, I just think that, I don't know, I like Giamatti's great, and Giamatti is so good in that. There is just something about Cillian that is so haunting. To have a whole movie about you, but kind of feel like he's still in the background a little bit. It's because we just don't know. It's hard to get into the head of a man like that. It's so interesting. And I just think he's really great. Like, yeah, and I love Cillian Murphy, so yes. I hope that he wins it all.
All right, well, I went for curveball.
Oh my god.
He's going to do it. He's going to get it.
And he's going to bawl.
He's going to cry. So I think the Oscars are going to feel so bad for him. They're going to be like, look, you tried so hard. We have to give you this one.
Oscar's so sad,
Oscar's so sad. But
honestly, I hope that's happening.
I want it for the memes.
Yeah, just so we're like, what?
Yeah.
He was right. He called it.
But also Lily is winning.
Yeah.
She's been, obviously, Hollywood knew.
Yeah.
When they saw the early cuts of Killers that she was going to win.
Yeah.
This was a lock in pre-production, probably.
When she's got another movie that came out last year, too, that even kind of started that momentum at, like, Sundance. So, like, there was that. Like, it was a year where you're like, ooh, there's a little buzz here. And then you just kept hearing more and more. And then when it comes out, you're like,
yeah,
wow. I'm excited. Could Emma like easily take it from her? Yes. I've heard nothing but incredible.
She's
I've
amazing.
I've heard almost everything incredible about that movie, barring a few people who work here. But they, I think I'm sure that performance is incredible. It is just, I feel like this will be a really cool ending to like a really cool, like momentous, movement. And I don't know, it's just, I bet she gives a better speech.
Oh, her speech is going to be...
Her speech is getting... I'm so excited. I hope. Yeah. That's most... I'm like, I just want to hear her talk again.
All right. Moving on. Here we go. Let's go Best Director. You have Jonathan Glazer for The Zone of Interest, Yorgos Lanthimos for Poor Things, Christopher Nolan for Oppie, Scorsese for Killers of the Flower Moon, and Justine Triet for Anatomy of a Fall. Are you writing out... paragraph over there?
Well, it's because it's going to Nolan.
Oh wow! He just took it.
Look what he did. The little artwork.
Is that Nolanception? There's a Nolan within a Nolan?
Yes. I can't speak right now. Christopher Nolan's going to win Best Director. I don't know. I guarantee you, they also agree. We'll find out. But he dominated this movie. It's a combination of him making a masterpiece and also like, hey, you're amazing in this industry. Here you go. So. Nolan. And
if they were going to give it to one movie, it should be this. But there's like a buzz in the air. There's something in the air. And I just think that like Justina's going to like maybe take it.
Yeah, maybe.
You think about it. Like I really think that Anatomy of a Fall is kind of a movie that like could like just come in and upset a lot of things.
Yeah.
And Justine is like The directing is great. The movie is incredible. And I think, I just think that Oscar voters are going to lean more towards maybe something like this than a Nolan. Because while Oscars are different now, Oscars still old and the same. I would be psyched. I'd be psyched for Nolan too, but
Well, you talk about old and the same.
And I think I know what you were doing too.
I'm going Marty.
Oh, you did? I thought you were going to go Glazer.
No.
Interesting.
Marty is at the time now where he's, I don't know the average age of the Oscars, but I assume they're 60s-ish. So all these people that are voting have probably grew up with Marty.
Yeah.
And while he got his Oscar sort of like, sorry, we didn't give you one, now I think they're going to give him one to be like, hey, no, you actually crushed it for real this time.
That would be great.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
But also I'm a Marty fan, so I'm just going to choose him always.
I just think that either one, there's a scenario that each of these could happen.
Yeah.
I mean, it's likely this. Mm-hmm. This could be a big upset, but that would be a great. Just kidding. Here you go. Here's your real one. And it would deserve it. And I think if he wins, I think it'd be great for him to be like, you know what, guys, I'm going to shelve my Jesus movie.
I'm retiring.
We saved the best for last. Best picture. We've actually avoided the Barbie discourse.
Yeah.
Briefly want to mention it. America obviously was nominated, but Margot maybe should have been nominated. But at the same time, it's like, I don't think that movie's successful because of the acting.
Yeah.
It's not the best acting.
Yeah.
The screenplay is nominated.
Yes.
And that's the big part of why that movie rules. So,
but the movie is produced by Margot Robbie. So if for some reason Barbie wins Best Picture, Margot's got an Oscar.
She's got an Oscar. And I just think too, and just it's the Margot stuff is hard because who are you taking out?
Yeah.
I've not seen Nyad. I've heard great things about Annette Bening's performance. Are you taking Carrie out too? It's a tough field. This may be the toughest it's been in a while.
But it wouldn't be the Oscars without some snubs. So with that said, let's get to Best Picture. We have American Fiction, Anatomy of a Fall, Barbie, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Past Lives, Poor Things, and The Zone of Interest. Are we going to do a 3, 2, 1 flip at the same time?
Yeah, I think we can. Go ahead and put this marker before I my brain cells.
It's dank in here.
Continue to die.
It went down my throat. Ugh. All right, 3, 2, 1. I'm the only one that did not choose.
I'm sorry. I think now you're just doing it on purpose.
No, I got a legit reason for this.
You have a legit. I think I've heard nothing but great things about this movie.
Yes.
Nothing but sad great things about this
Zone of Interest is one of those movies that no one has seen yet. It's barely even been out in American box office. And when you know it, Oscar loves picking that movie. They love picking that movie sometimes.
Yeah, but
and they do not like picking box office successes. Barbie is a success. Oppenheimer is a success. They already got their flowers.
Titanic
is the only one, really.
I mean, Everything Ever All at Once was a box office smash.
Yeah, but it was not a blockbuster.
I wouldn't say that Oppenheimer would be a blockbuster.
Oh, it's made almost $1 billion. What are you talking about?
Yeah, surprisingly, it's made almost $1 billion.
It's the definition of a blockbuster.
People walked into that weekend thinking that it was going to be that'll make 20 mil. It'll make maybe 30
true.
mil.
Anyway, this World War II, also
they do love it.
History.
Yes, but the one thing it has working against it, it's definitely going to win Best Foreign.
Yes.
And so I just don't see a world.
Feature.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Because the British also need to be included as well. But
after the British are harsh.
Oh, sorry,
he's anti-British.
Apologies. Zone of Interest is gonna win that category. And when is the last time? I mean, I guess Parasite, right?
Parasite. It's the only time.
But Parasite had so much heat behind it.
Yeah.
Where this, I think, again, I'm so excited to watch it. I heard it's super depressing. I just don't know. I don't know. But you're right. We are in for we are due a depressing movie to win.
Yes, because if you think about it, Everything Everywhere at Once won.
Yeah, Coda.
Two very inspirational type of movies.
Nomadland was.
I mean, Green Book is pretty depressing, but in different ways.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, you guys think Oppenheimer's gonna win?
Yeah.
I think it's the end of the story, and then you know what? We don't have to talk about Nolan winning Oscars anymore.
Mhm. We
I
can
mean,
retire that.
I'm so excited. I love Oppenheimer
Also,
so
it
much.
could be his Raging Bull.
Could be.
Yeah.
It's true. I just don't know. Listen, I love this movie. It was probably my favorite movie of last year. But you know what? I'd love to put this all behind us and just let Christopher Nolan do some wacky stuff again.
I wish he would just go wacky.
Could you
Make
imagine?
James Bond.
Like,
Do something stupid.
No. I want it to be I want it to be Tenet, but maybe a little bit more legible, and also have like an insane cast. Like, yeah, hey, can we get a buddy like movie with Krumholtz and Downey Jr.?
That'd be amazing.
Just like, but like but like the story is inside the clock. Like they're running on a clock, like their lives are a clock. What do you have another pick?
Yes, I changed
Madam Web?
my pick to
Madam
Madam
Web.
Web.
Yeah.
I decided the Oscars realized the beauty and grace of Madam Web and have to.
I don't think people really understand. This isn't like I've seen people talk about this. This isn't like a group of people sitting at a table being like, what are we going to snub? What are we not going to give it to? These are just voters, and it is a legit math problem.
Yeah.
They just, it's all averages. It's all this. That's how they do it. That's why Margot's... I bet you if you look at the list, Margot's number 6,
Is it ranked choice voting?
I think so. I think
choice,
you pick, and then you pick your 5, and then if Lily is all the number ones, Lily slides in, and it's. I
think the theory is, Margot probably did not campaign,
and that's another thing. It's not. Hey, here you go. You were legitimately the best.
Mm-hmm.
It is a campaign, and Margot kind of, I don't think, wants to play the game.
No.
And she didn't with Babylon.
No, yeah.
And she did, it's like you have to get out there and campaign. And everyone, and again, do I think they should just take Ryan Gosling out and put him, because that's really kind of, I think, the sad part, that's where people get upset.
Mm-hmm.
Just take him out, don't let him run, because he doesn't seem like he wants to run. But also, Gosling has been annoyingly charismatic everywhere he goes.
He's so nice.
I love him.
I hate it.
I love him.
So
He's one of my favorites. But yeah, people eat that crap up.
Yeah.
Oscar voters eat that stuff up. Say what you want, be upset, that's fine. But everyone else is just playing the game. And that's all it is. It's a game. And listen, there's a chance that freaking Madam Web's going to show up, because if they play the game right, maybe they will.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Exactly.
But that's it. We got anything else?
Best song's going to go to, Billy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The creator might actually win.
I think that
Godzilla might win. It's the first Godzilla movie ever nominated for an Oscar.
I hope that if you haven't seen the videos of them, just
it was adorable.
Amped about their nomination.
It was cool.
I love that. I hope that, I'm sure, Boy and the Heron's gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
It's I'm excited because there are so many first time things out there.
Yes.
That when you introduce groups like that into when you introduce CGI nerds into the Oscars, you never know what you're gonna get.
And so it's fun to just see the people that actually put the hard work that you don't see.
Yeah.
That's sort of the invisible work of filmmaking. The production design, costume design, hair and makeup. These are things.
Barbie.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, if here's the thing too, and what's low-key cool about Godzilla, if Godzilla wins, the director actually wins, because he does so much. He would be I think it needs to look a little bit more like this, and he has a CGI background and does it. So it's just that'd be a huge win for the team. That would be cool though.
That'd be freaking sweet. That hurt.
That's it. He hit his legs.
I did. I don't know why I did that.